Winter had come early that year, as if the forest itself pressed its cold cheek against the town's windows and asked to be let in. I followed the erratic line of a storm into the snowy woods, hoping the old cabin at the hill's edge would still stand. The world narrowed to white, snow muffling sound, air that tasted sharp as ice, pines too solemn to breathe. Every step was a soft crunch, a secret kept from the world outside. The forest wore silence like a cloak. No birds, no wind, only the pale glow of light bouncing off the snow as if the ground itself were moonlit. I thought I heard my name once, a whisper that rose and fell with the wind, then decided it must be the branch snapping somewhere deep inside the trees. But the sound came again, closer this time, a careful echo that seemed to know my footsteps better than I did. What mattered most wasn't saving time or reaching shelter. It was noticing the signs the forest left behind. A boot print that stopped mid-air as if someone forgot to step. A twig snapped in two and laid exactly as if the culprit had paused to listen. A circle of fresh snow appeared around a lone, ancient pine, as though the tree itself drew a ring in the world, inviting me into its center. And in the middle of that circle lay a small, frost-veiled mirror. No frame, just a shallow glass of ice. When I looked into it, the forest did not reflect me. It reflected a version of me I hadn't recognized, eyes too old for my face, a coat dusted with years of weather and secrets. The image smiled without a mouth and whispered my name as if it had always known it. I heard a dozen other names rustle in the branches, each one a fear I hadn't admitted to myself. I stepped back, and the ground beneath me gave a sigh that sounded like sleep being drawn across the world. The path forward vanished, but the path inward into the ring of snow stayed clear, inviting. The forest could keep showing me who I was, or who I might become, and I realized I could not outrun either. When the first pale light reached the treetops, everything looked the same as when I had entered, yet I carried something new. A sentence burned into my memory, not spoken, but pressed into the air like frost in a glass. Welcome home. The forest held its breath, and I felt, for the first time, that I was no longer merely lost in snow, but found in what the snow hid.